Good morrow and salutations to all this morning. This is D with the Messy Bitch podcast, and I have come today because I have finished an entire deck. So, I have an entire deck which is up and ready for use. It is about 54 cards. It's the background. The fronts are pretty simple. It does not follow the traditional arcana. It does not follow the traditional oracle or tarot build-up. So it is meant to give you messages that pertain to your life and how your situation may be handling. I'm still debating on the name of it, but the name I've come up with so far is the Complete Guide to Shaman Oracle Readings. Using these little cards. There is no book for it. It does not come with explanation because it is completely based on your interpretation. If you have any questions on where you can get one or if you would like to purchase one, please hit me up in the comment section below. Or you can send me an email. Those will be linked in the bottom. And so will my social medias where you can reach out so that you can get your own. All right. So I am back to do a general collective energy reading, see how this goes, and move forward with what I had going on the past couple of weeks. I do apologize. It has been quite hectic getting things together, especially getting this deck made and printed and ready for production. So this is the prototype. It is my deck, and my deck comes with cards that your decks will not. So if you see something in here that you may be interested in and you may not see it in one of the decks that maybe I will put out or so on and so forth, we'll work from there. Alrighty, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and pull a couple cards. I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible. I don't want to extend over 30 minutes. So we'll get started with whatever it is y'all have got questions on. This is not specific, so take what resonates and leave the rest for somebody else to appreciate. And I've also got a couple more toys. So we're going to, mind you, I am consistently doing more and more research each day to figure out how I can improve my craft. And also, this is not something I can do for money. So there is no need to send. There is a place where you can donate if you would like. However, more than likely, I won't see it at this point in time. So we're going to go ahead and move forward with the reading. I want to pull a couple cards. Forgive me if it gets confusing, irritating, or you may seem to feel uneasy with the read. Again, take only what resonates with you and leave the rest behind for somebody else. Do not take everything because not everything is meant for you. This is not a specified reading. Anybody can come in and get to work. All right. I just keep. So the first two cards I pulled out were the Turtle card and the Engine card. So there is definitely Revenant engines. Somebody is okay. So Revenant engines and the Turtle card. So there is a slow moving and a slow burn that is going on here. There is the starting up of a engine, and we're gonna see how fast that moves from there. Right. The Archer card just came out as well. This card doesn't have any color. I shirked a little bit on coloring some of the cards because I didn't know what kind of design to put on them, but I know I want to go back and probably do them with markers or a pen at some point. if I get that point. I know half of this stuff may not actually be getting out there, and these readings may not be communicating quite well, but I hope that I'm at least able to give you a little something. Now, when you think of an archer, you think of somebody who takes a bow and arrow, shoots maybe at a target, and either he's going to hit that target or he's going to miss that target. Now, at this point, they might be taking up aim. However, there's no guarantee in any given situation, especially when it comes to your own personal endeavors. So maybe you might be, I don't know, trying to go to college, trying to sign up for something, an organization, participate in, I don't know, do a whole bunch of things that interest you. And maybe you're lining that up for yourself so that you can take your swing in that direction or your shot in that direction. There's too many cards, but I'll take that one. And you're shedding your skin and finally becoming into yourself. So I see a lot of y'all are evolving at this time. Evolution is a big theme for this. The Tower card came out. There are some major arcana in here. However, I didn't mix in a lot of them. Again, I didn't want these decks to be similar to regular tarot decks because they're technically not tarot decks themselves. However, some of the cards can be interpreted the same way as they do in tarot. Most of the cards are different, though. I don't have the cups, diamonds. All right, so the Galadora card came out. Galadora is a whispering willow. She's kind of like it's a character I created for something that I'm trying to create personally, video game. And what it is an enemy who uses the power of her voice and also the kind of like mechanics of her body. She is built like a jellyfish, kind of. However, her powers extend past electricity. It's not specific. It's a lot of doing, but it started with a whisper. So if you look at the card, it seems like she's whispering something, and in that whisper, that's where the light comes. So something about communication is definitely significant. Maybe it's not communication directly to you, but maybe it may be involving you or people around you. Here we go. Somebody being aired out. So, no justice. The gate. And the door. So there's definitely the vault is not locked. So the vault card came out in reverse and the door card came out. So there's definitely a new opportunity on the horizon for whoever this might be for. Take heed to how you interact with this opportunity. It could definitely, it could lead up to an increase in your network. And an increase of paperwork. Being fully transparent. So I heard a need for an offering of some sorts, however, but I wouldn't offer anything. I don't like this card. I really don't. Yeah, neither do I. Okay, so I found this look. So we made this deck specific. Well, the deck was made specific, and it gives me very specific reads, especially because it pertains to my life and whatnot, right? So when I see certain cards, either I get a good feeling from them and a bad feeling from them. This card in particular, I don't know why I get a bad feeling from. So somebody is making an offering for healing when it may be unnecessary to make that offering. Okay, that's 2 cards. The moon in reverse and the devil in reverse. Check it out. The phoenix feather. The phoenix feather represents healing, recovery. Got the emergence card that just came out. Don't watch. So I got a watch card, which actually came out in reverse when it came out of the card. I've got the emergence card. So the emergence of something more, for sure. Again, new opportunities. All right. So what I'm going to go ahead and do now is, because the cards have spoken, we're going to move on to these little dice that I got here. I only bought 2 of them. Easy carry. Not something I really got to worry about. But being able to imbue them with a little bit of good energy and kind of get a message from whatever numbers pop up. So I can give you all a daily angel number read and then move on with my day. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to be in here for a couple minutes. I'm going to go ahead and film a couple videos. I'll put a couple videos up and we'll move forward from there. So your angels numbers, you're missing one more. I got to roll for you. Let's see if I can get it. Sorry guys, I couldn't find the other one off the dome. There it is. Watch out. Alright, cool. Alright, so alright. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this last part. Alright. So I've got 3 die here for you. All right. So your numbers for the day are 16, 19, and 10. Okay. So the 16, 19, 10 angel number is a sign of the need to focus and trust. So in some area of life, you may be doubting where you're going or what you're doing or if it's right for you. I would say trust yourself, because you're the only one that can tell yourself what it is you want to do. You're the only one that's living your life. You're the only one that's in control. That is a big, let's say, it's a big theme, especially of the year 2026, and as we move forward into the next couple years, that we pay attention to our intention as we move forward. But that's pretty much all I got for you guys today. I really hope you enjoyed this quick read. I know that it wasn't long. It was only about 14 minutes. However, I want to get a couple videos in before I get out of the studio today. So I'll see you guys in the next one. I really hope you got something and enjoyed something from this read. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, go ahead and drop those in the description box below. Go ahead and drop me a like, comment, share, and a subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one.